Are you ready? Are you ready for the big tournament this weekend? Some might call it the biggest weekend of the season. Some might call it the most critical weekend of the regular season. And when I say some, I really mean very few, because absolutely no one cares about this doofus tournament and the crowning of a new fake champion in the NBA. What a disaster. I mean, I cannot think of a single positive thing that has come out of the NBA this season. The only positive I can think of is the fact that the mainstream media, they have finally started talking about what Uncle KC has been talking about for years now. The NBA is seemingly at war with its own fan base. The NBA does not care about its own fan base, and as a result, NBA ratings are in the pooper. We are now seeing declines on top of the declines. Down 48% since 2012, down 28% compared to last year. Saw a headline yesterday celebrating the fact that the NBA finally broke even with their television ratings. A couple of games in this ridiculous in-season tournament, they managed to be flat when compared to last year. We're so back! We are showing signs of progress! Woohoo! Yes, yes, yes! You know, there are certain cities that are big event towns. Miami, obviously, New York City, Atlanta. But there are two smaller major cities that host big events better than any other city in America: New Orleans, Las Vegas. If you can't sell tickets for a big event at a premium price in New Orleans and Las Vegas, the location ain't the problem. It's not a location problem, it is a you problem. For years now, Adam Silver has buried his head in his ass when it comes to solving the NBA's problems. He has blamed cord cutting, then he immediately signs a new television deal with networks that require a cord. He blames low ratings in the NBA on competition from the World Series or the presidential election. This dork has been completely emasculated by Roger Goodell in the NFL. He rearranged the schedule for the in-season tournament so the NBA wouldn't have to compete with the NFL. But there's no amount of rearranging, there is no amount of disguising or blaming that can cover up this latest embarrassment for the NBA, where ticket prices to see Caitlin Clark, which would be ticket prices for a meaningless game in the regular season in the WNBA dump, those ticket prices, they are significantly higher than the price of admission to see the crowning of a new fake champion in the NBA. If you haven't already, make sure to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at KC_BTL84. If you happen to stumble upon this video, be sure to check out my main channel, Behind the Line. Link to the main channel's in the description below. There's going to be 3 games in Las Vegas this weekend. 2 on Saturday, along with the fake championship game on Tuesday night. Again, Alice, he rearranged the schedule this year. He put the championship game on Tuesday night so he wouldn't have to compete with college football or the NFL. Because God forbid, the NBA has to actually compete with something and perform. Average ticket price for Bucks Hawks, $29. Rockets Thunder, which features one of the most unlikable teams in the league. Normally, casual fans can find a reason to get behind a young team. Problem is, the Oklahoma City Thunder, they give you every reason not to like them. Rockets Thunder, $39. Tickets to see the crowning of a fake champion on Tuesday night, $79. But KC, none of these teams have a national following. That's why the ticket prices are so low. Yeah, I don't want to hear it. I'm tired of the bullshit. I'm tired of the excuses. This has nothing to do with ticket prices and everything to do with NBA fans sending a message to the league. It's the same message that they have been sending for years now, but the NBA, they haven't been willing to listen. I have been warning Adam Silver. I know he doesn't watch this channel, but he should have been. Over on the main channel, I have been telling you for years, I have been warning for years that this day was going to come. The NBA, more than any other league, has taken advantage of its fan base. This league has disrespected fans. They have taken their fans for granted. They've called them racist. They have allowed star players to have fans removed from NBA arenas because they felt disrespected. This league makes it damn near impossible to watch games during the regular season. If you live in New Orleans, you can't find the Pelicans on cable. Can't find them on League Pass, even if you pay for it, because the NBA blacks out the games. In order to watch the Pelicans, you got to pay $100 for the season. I pay $200 for League Pass to watch every Mavs game and every other game in the NBA regular season. But guess what happens when the Mavs played the Grizzlies or the Hawks? I have to illegally stream the game because the NBA, they refuse to give me access to the product I already paid for. Why? Well, according to the NBA, I am in the local market in Memphis and Atlanta, even though I live 5, 6, 7 hours away. I'm not even in the same fucking state. But according to the NBA, I'm a local. The NBA has treated its fan base like shit for years, and now they don't really have one. You want to know why ticket prices are so low in Las Vegas? People are not willing to pay for a flight, a hotel, perhaps a rental car, food and drinks through the weekend. Plus, the minuscule they got to pay for the tickets, the minuscule amount they got to pay for the tickets. People are not willing to take that risk just to get to the arena and find out that the stars didn't bother to show up. This league is getting exactly what it deserves. And you better be careful. The NBA better be careful. They are at a crossroads right now. I had a viewer email me earlier this morning. He was complaining about the quality of play in the NFL. Thursday night football last night was another polished turd. I heard the game was so boring. One of the players in San Francisco for the 49ers, he literally walked off the field in the third quarter. I guess he didn't want to be associated with a product this bad. But the viewer, he was asking me if I thought the NFL could become irrelevant in the future if the quality of play continued to decline. Now, obviously, the NFL is a long way from that being a possibility, but the NBA ain't. This league is dangerously close to becoming a niche product. Go ask the NHL how that's working out. I'm telling you right now, do not be surprised if WNBA ratings surpass the NBA this season. Unless, of course, Caitlin Clark continues to bury her career in the woke cemetery. If Katie Rue continues down this current path, the WNBA, they're going to return to their rightful place of irrelevance. But if she doesn't, the NBA is primed for national humiliation. There is nothing more embarrassing than the NBA being outdrawn by the WNBA. And it is this close. It is this close to being a real possibility. But give me your reason. Why are ticket prices so cheap for the supposed biggest games of the year in the NBA regular season? Outside, of course, Christmas Day. Why are the tickets so cheap? Has the NBA officially lost their fan base? Sound off in the comments below. I'll see you guys tomorrow.